when I came back, I couldn't tell anybody what really had happened, because when I tried, they didn't understand and wouldn't believe me. I would say things like, slavery. I saw slavery. I saw servants treated like slaves. I'd say the women, they had no value. We went to a maternity hospital, and there was a woman screaming, and then it turned out that her husband, who would come, was fighting with the doctor in charge because the wife died, the baby was about to die. The father didn't want to have to pay for nothing. He said he's going to have to take a lot of money down to get a new wife for all of his other kids. So why was the doctor demanding payment? There wasn't a single word, and I had my Afghan husband translate all of this for me. There wasn't a single word. She's died. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. How could this have happened? How could you have killed her? No. It was about the purchase price of the new bride. So I understood where I had been, and I tried to tell a philosophy professor. I said, my heart, I'm glad to be back. I've been through hell and back. And I told him a little bit. He's a very great, famous man. And he said, you should have an affair. So I thought, he's an idiot. You know, the kind of conversation that I needed to have has only become possible in the 21st century. The kind of understanding, the comprehension, the give and take. So I now work, as I've said, with Muslim and ex-Muslim dissidents and feminists, and they get what I'm saying. I don't have to persuade them of anything. And they ask me why more academics and feminists especially don't understand, and instead of understanding say, well, everything is culturally relative, everything is multiculturally relativistic, who are we to judge another culture? The very same critics who know full well that America is a bad country, we had slavery here, we're racist, we're sinful, we were imperialists, we were colonialists, capitalists. The history of Islam is a very long history of imperialism, conversion via the sword, anti-black racism and slavery, gender and religious apartheid, and yet nobody here is saying, oh my God, so we're all with blood on our hands, and maybe Islam is not pure, and maybe it could be the tradition has been dangerous, first to Muslims and then to all others. Maybe it's a dangerous tradition. Instead, we say, well, you know, we're so guilty. I mean, we're so persuaded by the works of Edward Said that we're guilty, and what matters is racism and anti-colonialism, not women's rights, not universal human rights. And I believe that's what we have to focus on.